Good morning students. Today we discuss some important problems in complex numbers. Before that we are going to discuss some important main points of those problems. First point is cos theta plus I sin theta. It is briefly written as cis theta. From that cis theta is equal to 1 by cos theta minus I sin theta. Third point is cis theta 1 into cis theta 2 is equal to cis of theta 1 plus theta 2. It is very important point in problems. We are also using this problem. Fourth point is cis theta 1 by cis theta 2 is equal to cis of theta 1 minus theta 2. And fifth point is also very important. Mod of Z1 into Z2 is equal to mod Z1 into mod Z2. Sixth and seventh points also very important points in problems. Argand Z1 into Z2 is equal to argand Z1 plus argand Z2 plus n pi for some n belongs to set of minus 1, 0, 1. And seventh point is also very important, that is argand Z1 by Z2 is equal to argand Z1 minus argand Z2 plus n pi for some n belongs to minus 1, set of minus 1, 0, 1. This is the first problem in complex numbers. Express the complex number 1 plus I root 3 in modulus, amplitude form or polar form. What is given? A complex number is given. Now we have to write the polar form of the complex number 1 plus I root 3. Now let z is equal to 1 plus I root 3 is equal to x plus iy is in polar form r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Now x is equal to 1 on comparing letters, y is equal to root 3, r is equal to square root of x square plus y square, that is equal to 1 plus 3 square root of this equal to 2. Now cos theta is equal to x by r, that is 1 by 2, and sin theta is equal to y by r, that is root 3 by 2. Now tan theta is equal to root 3. This equal to tan 60 degrees. Therefore, theta is equal to pi by 3 radians. Therefore, amplitude of the complex number z theta is equal to pi by 3. Now, you have to find the principal amplitude of the complex number. Amplitude is theta is equal to pi by 3. But the point is in first quadrant, that is 1 root 3 belongs to in Q1. Now principal amplitude is also theta. Amplitude is theta and principal amplitude also theta, since point lies in first quadrant. Therefore, polar form of the complex number, principal amplitude is also theta, that is equal to pi by 3. So, polar form or modulus amplitude form of the complex number is r into cos theta plus I sin theta is equal to 2 into, since r is 2, r is 2, r is 2 and cos theta is pi by 3, cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. This is modulus amplitude form of the complex number 1 plus I. Now we will discuss 3 important short questions. What are the 3 short questions? 2 mark questions. Very important. Okay? Listen carefully. If z1 is equal to minus 1, z2 is equal to minus I, find argand of z1 dot z2. That is argand z1 into z2. That is first problem. Now, for first problem is given z1 is equal to minus 1. This can be written as in complex form cos pi plus I sin pi, where cos pi is minus 1 and sin pi is 0. So minus 1 plus I into 0 is minus 1 plus 0, that is minus 1. Now we know argon Z1 is equal to tan inverse of y by x. That is tan inverse of y is sin pi and x is cos pi. That is y by x means tan pi. That equal to tan pi. Tan inverse of tan pi is pi. Therefore, argon Z1 is equal to pi. This is first point. Now, second point. Given Z2 is, what is given Z2? Minus I. This can be written as cos of minus pi by 2 plus I sin minus pi by 2. Why we can write this? Cos of minus pi by 2 is cos of minus theta, that is cos theta, that is cos pi by 2 is 0. And sin of minus pi by 2 is sin minus sin pi by 2, that is minus 1 into I, that is minus I. Now argon Z2 is equal to tan inverse of y by x, where y is sin of minus pi by 2 and x is cos of minus pi by 2, that equal to tan inverse of tan pi by minus pi by 2, that equal to minus pi by 2. Argon Z2 is equal to tan inverse of tan minus pi by 2. Tan of minus pi by 2 is minus tan pi by 2. So tan inverse of minus tan pi by 2 is minus pi by 2. Therefore, argon Z2 is equal to minus pi by 2. This is second point. Now, we have to find argon Z1 into Z2. How to find argon Z1 into Z2? Already we know argon Z1 into Z2 is equal to argon Z1 plus argon Z2. From first point, argon Z1 is pi. And from second point, argon Z2 is minus pi by 2. Pi minus pi by 2 is pi by 2. Therefore, argon Z1 into Z2 is equal to pi by 2. This is very important problem. Solution for second problem is given Z1 is equal to minus 1. This can be written as cos pi plus I sin pi, where cos pi is minus 1 and sin pi is 0. Minus 1 plus 0 is minus 1. Now, argon Z1 is equal to tan inverse of y by x, that equal to tan inverse of sin pi by cos pi, that is tan pi equal to pi. Therefore, argon Z1 is equal to pi. This is first point. Now, second point, Z2 is equal to I. This can be written as cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2, where cos pi by 2 is 0 and sin pi by 2 is 1. So, 0 plus 1 into I is I. Now, argon Z2 is equal to tan inverse of y by x, that is equal to tan inverse sin pi by 2 by cos pi by 2, that is tan pi by 2, that equal to pi by 2. Therefore, argon Z2 is equal to pi by 2. This is second point. Now, we have to find argon Z1 by Z2. Argon Z1 by Z2. Already we know this formula. Argon Z1 minus argon Z. Argon Z1 is, from first point, argand Z1 is pi. From second point, argand Z2 is pi by 2. So, pi minus pi by 2 is equal to pi by 2. Therefore, argand Z1 by Z2 is equal to pi by 2. It is very important problem. The problem is, if the argand Z1 bar and argand Z2 are pi by 5 and pi by 3 respectively, then find argand Z1 plus argand Z2. What is given? Argand Z1 bar is pi by 5 and argand Z2 is pi by 3. Now you have to find argand Z1 plus argand Z2. Solution for third problem is, given argand Z1 bar is pi by 5. That implies argand Z1 is minus pi by 5. If argand Z1 bar is pi by 5, then argand Z1 is minus pi by 5. Now, another point is given. Argand Z2 is pi by 3. Argand Z2 is pi by 3. Now you have to find argand Z1 plus argand Z2. What is argand Z1? Minus pi by 5. What is argand Z2? Plus pi by 3. By simplification, LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. So, 5 3s are 15. Minus 3 pi plus 3 5s. That is 5 pi. That equal to minus 3 pi plus 5 pi equal to 2 pi by 15. Therefore, argand Z1 plus argand Z2 is equal to 2 pi by 15. It is very important problem in public examinations. Now, fourth problem is, if the amplitude of Z minus 1 is pi by 2, then find the locus of Z. What is given? The amplitude of Z minus 1 is pi by 2. You have to find the locus of Z. So, solution for this is, Z minus 1 can be written as, where Z is a complex number, this can be written as x plus I by Z minus 1, that is minus 1. This is Z and minus 1. Now, by real and imaginary parts, x minus 1 is real part, plus I into y is imaginary part. Now, you have to find the amplitude of Z minus 1. So, amplitude of Z minus 1 is tan inverse y by x. That equal to tan inverse y by x is x minus 1. This equal to tan inverse of, this equal to pi by 2. That is given. What is given? The amplitude of Z minus 1 is pi by 2. Now you have to find the amplitude of Z minus 1 is tan inverse y by x minus 1. This is equal to pi by 2. That is given. Now, y by x minus 1 is equal to tan pi by 2. This equal to tan pi by 2 is infinity. That means any number by g. Therefore, x minus 1 is equal to 0 and y is greater than 0. Because by comparing like numerators and denominators, y is any number, that is a positive number which will be greater than 0, and x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, locus of Z is x minus 1 is equal to 0 and y is greater than 0. It is also very important problem. Now, fifth problem is, if root 3 plus I whole power 100 is equal to 2 power 99 of A plus I, then show that A square plus B square is equal to 4. It is very important problem in IPU for 4 marks. What is given? Root 3 plus I whole power 100 is equal to 2 power 99 of A plus I. Now, solution for this problem is, root 3 plus I can be written as in polar form. Here it is x plus iy form. So x is root 3 and y is 1. R is square root of x square plus y square, that is 2, and tan theta is equal to y by x, that is 1 by root 3. This equal to tan 30 degrees, that is tan pi by 6. Implies theta is equal to pi by 6. Already we know this. So it is amplitude of the complex number root 3 plus I. Now, in polar form, but the point is in first quadrant. Root 3 plus 1 is in first quadrant. So, amplitude and polar, amplitude and principal amplitude both are equal in first quadrant. So, polar form is R into cos theta plus I sin theta. This equal to R is 2. R is 2. And cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. Okay. So, therefore, root 3 plus I whole power 100 can be written as 2 power 100 into cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6 whole power 100. Okay. Are you able to follow this? Because root 3 plus I whole power 100. So, 2 power 100 and cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6 whole power 100. By De Moivre's theorem, this can be written as 2 power 100 into cos of 100 pi by 6 plus I sin 100 pi by 6 by De Moivre's theorem. Okay, but root 3 plus I whole power 100 is equal to 2 power 99 of A plus IB. So, this can be equal to 2 power 100 into cos of 2 3s, 2 50s, 50 pi by 3 plus I sin 50 pi by 3 is equal to 2 power 99 into A plus IB. Okay. This equal to 2 power 100, 2 power 19. After simplification, this equal to 2 into 2 of cos pi 50 pi by 3 plus I sin 50 pi by 3 is equal to A plus IB. This is first point. Now, second point, A minus IB can be written as A plus IB is 2 into 2 of this. So, A minus IB can be written as 2 of cos 50 pi by 3 minus I sin 55 by 3. This is second point. Now, but after multiplication, that is A plus IB into A minus IB. Multiplying equation 1 and 2. That is A plus IB into A minus IB. That is equal to 2 into 2. That is 4. And cos square 50 pi by 3 minus I square sin 55 by 3. I square is minus 1. Minus of minus is plus. So, it is in the form of A square minus B square. That is A square plus B square. Because minus into I square. Minus of minus is plus. A square plus B square is equal to 2 into 2, that equal to 4. Therefore, A square plus B square is equal to 4. Why it is 2 into 2? Because cos A plus B, cos square A minus I square sin square B. I square is minus 1. Minus of minus is plus. That equal to cos square 50 pi by 3 minus I square into sin square 50 pi by 3. That equal to cos square 50 pi by 3 plus sin square 50 pi by 3. It is in the form of cos square theta plus sin square theta. That equal to 1. That's why A square plus B square is equal to 2 into 2, that equal to 4. It is very important problem. Now, sixth problem is, show that the points in the argon diagram represented by the complex numbers minus 2 plus 7i, minus 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2i, and third point is 4 minus 3i, and 7 by 2 of 1 plus I. That is, fourth point is 7 by 2 plus 7 by 2i are the vertices of rhombus. Now, these 4 points forms the rhombus. That is, we have to show. Already, we know that suppose x1, y1 and x2, y2 are 2 points, then distance between those 2 points is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now, we have to find the distance between AB and BC and CD and AD. These 4 sides are equal. That is, we have to first show. AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square minus 3 by 2 minus of minus plus 2 whole square plus half minus 7 whole square. That equal to 4 minus 3, that is 1 by 2 whole square plus 14 minus 14 plus 1, that is minus 13 by 2 whole square root of this. That equal to 1 by 4 plus 169 by 4 square root of this. This equal to root 170 by 4 is equal to root 170 by 2. That is the distance from A to B. That is length of the side AB is equal to root 70 by 2. Now BC, similarly we have to find BC, that is x2 minus x1 whole square minus 3 by 2 minus 4 whole square plus half plus 3 whole square is equal to minus 8 minus 11 by 2, 121 by 4 plus 6 plus 7, 6 plus 1 is 7, 49 by 4 is equal to 170 by 4 is equal to root 170 by 2. That is, therefore BC is equal to root 170 by 2 and AB is equal to root of 170 whole by 2. Similarly, we have to find CD, that is also root 170 by 2 and AD is also equal to root 170 by 2. Therefore, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD is equal to root 170 whole by 2. That is first point. 4 sides are equal. Now, diagonals. We have to find the distance from A to C. Diagonal AC is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square. That is 4 plus 2 whole square plus minus 3 minus 7. Minus 3 minus 7 whole square root of this. That is 6 whole square. That is 36. Minus 3 minus 7 is minus 10. That is plus 100 square root of this. That is root of 136. Similarly, diagonal BD is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square minus 3 by 2 minus 7 by 2 whole square plus half minus 7 by 2 whole square root of this. This is equal to 10 by 2, that is 25. 10 by 2 minus 3 minus 7 minus 10 by 2. Ante that is minus 5. Minus 5 whole square is 25. Here 6 by 2 minus 6 by 2 is minus 3. Minus 3 means whole square means plus 9. Square root of 34 is the another diagonal. So diagonal AC is 136 and diagonal BD is root of 34. Therefore diagonal AC is not equal to diagonal BD. Therefore, this is second point. From 1 and 2, first point is 4 sides are equal and second point is diagonals are unequal. From 1 and 2, A, B, C, D is a rhombus. This is very important 4 marks problem in IPE exercise. Dear students, these 2 problems for assignment. Second problem is very important. You also follow the hint.